Hello and welcome back to another FPL video. As you can see from the title, the wildcard has been activated after an absolutely woeful Game Week 3, totaling or netting 21 points after 29 minus 8. I decided, you know what, I've had enough. I'm not going to take another -4. I'm just going to hit the wildcard, get it done, prepare for the future game weeks, and hopefully just sort my team out, the mess that is my team at the minute. If you are new around here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm really close to 100 subscribers and I appreciate all the help that you can give me. And without further ado, let's get straight into this. So firstly, we're going to be taking a look at the defence, the new look defence, I should say. And to be honest, it's not actually that much different. The defence, I wasn't particularly too unhappy with. The Wolves defence last week obviously wasn't too great. I had double Wolves, so I've obviously changed that and I've taken out Cody and I put Cody down to done, freeing up an extra million so I can use that further up the pitch. We've also changed the goalkeeper to Martinez. Martinez picking up 2 clean sheets so far. Saving a penalty looks like a very, very good option. I'm still kind of debating between McCarthy, Martinez and Ryan. Whether I want to kind of implement a goalkeeper transfer into my strategy, I don't know, because up until game week 8, McCarthy still looks like the kind of better option, but then onwards, Martinez does as well. So if I'm looking for a long-term keeper, so for the next 20 game weeks, I'd probably go with Martinez. But if I'm willing to kind of implement that kind of rotation, I guess, as it were, of changing out McCarthy after it's kind of game week 8 for Martinez, then potentially sticking with McCarthy for the next 8 game weeks is the one. I was thinking about taking out Trent before the Liverpool game for Castagna. I still think Castagna's a great option. I'd love to have him. However, I don't particularly want to be spending too much in the defence. I'm even considering dropping Saiz down a little bit, but I just think the Wolves defence, or even the Wolves fixtures, are so good in the coming game weeks. The kind of missing out on a Wolves defender could really hurt you over the next few game weeks. I think the West Ham game was just a little bit of a blip. They've got Fulham coming up, which should be a simple clean sheet. And Trent, as always, showed us in the Liverpool game why he's just a must-have option. He picked up a yellow card, only got an assist, and still picked up all 3 bonus points. It's just waiting for him to get a clean sheet, get an assist, and get so many points. He's a must-have in my opinion. If you can pick up 7 points with only getting an assist in a game that you concede, you just have to have him. That's just my opinion. Then moving on to the midfield, where things start to get a little bit more interesting. We've got the 2 main men, Salah and De Bruyne, unchanged there for me. Those 2 are potential season keepers. Just the consistency and points that I think they're going to get throughout the season. You know, they'll have their blank game weeks, but they'll also have the game weeks where they'll absolutely pop off. I can see either one of those being the highest scoring FPL asset once again this season. Then we have Wilfried Zaha, who next week against Chelsea, I actually kind of back him. Chelsea's defence didn't look good at all against West Brom. They're really just holding on and waiting until the international break comes around. Could Crystal Palace hit them on the counter and make them drop even more points. Then we also have Phil Foden, who, as I've said in my kind of review video of last week, he didn't look particularly good at the weekend, but a 6.6 million option into the Manchester City attack, I can't say no to that. Even if he's going to get benched, you're going to get very high scoring returns from him. There's no really other options around that price that I consider. Maybe if you've got a little bit more money that I don't go up to the 7 mil mark, then you consider the likes of Grealish, Harvey Barnes, who I think are both great options. Going down a little bit, you could get Trossard, although he's a kind of hit and miss kind of player. And Bowen, actually, after that performance, looks very good. I would be getting him in, but their fixtures are absolutely dreadful. With Spurs, I think with Spurs, I think Leicester, Man City and Liverpool in the next 4, it just doesn't really look great. And then Oliver Burke topping us off in the midfield. I mean, he's basically playing striker for Sheffield as a 4.5 million option midfielder to be starting as a striker. I think he is an incredible option and could be rotated in a future game weeks. Moving on to the attack, and this is where the majority of the money is being spent. I've tried to go for more, I guess, what I call guaranteed points in the attack. DCL is, his XG is like 3.65. He has overachieved on that, but he's also over a goal a game is his XG so far. So he's definitely in there for 7.4 million. He could potentially be a season keeper. By the looks of it, he's already a quarter of the way to getting 20 goals, and he could easily have a 20-goal season. Same with Jimenez and same with Danny Ings, especially with the fact that both of those guys are on penalties. I mean, the amount of penalties that are being given, getting as many penalty takers in your team is vital in my opinion. I've got 5 there. Zaha is actually on penalties for Crystal Palace. Then we have Salah, we have De Bruyne, Jimenez and Danny Ings. Even though Danny Ings' XG is lower than Che Adams, he's just, the chances he's getting, the chances he is finishing, he's just kind of that natural finisher. When he gets an opportunity, you know that it's going to hit the back of the net. Jimenez, for me, another great option. And the goals and assists, Jimenez and Danny Ings were basically on the same last season. Jimenez got 17 goals. Danny Ings got 22 goals last season. You're thinking there's a gap there, but Jimenez actually made up for that by getting 6 assists. Danny Ings got 2 assists. So Danny Ings last season only actually got 1 more attacking contribution than Jimenez, who I think both of them really I'm very glad to have in the team moving forward. So this is just a quick first look at my FPL draft for Game Week 4. Things are due to change most likely, but we'll see how it goes. If Manchester United get the Jadon Sancho transfer over the line, as we've been rumoured this week, he could potentially be an option for this weekend. However, the team at the moment are very much like the 3 up front. I almost see a score of, you expect maybe 1 or 2 of them to score each week. Not all 3, but when all 3 of them do score, you're looking at an electric game week, and it's all about getting the captaincy right as well. If you have enjoyed this quick little wildcard activated video, please don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.